Easter is a day of hope, in a season of hope. It's a reaffirmation of our belief, not just as Christians, but as Americans, that better days are always ahead of us. Whether we're Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Sikh, Hindu, or Buddhist, whether faith in God shapes our daily lives completely or not at all, we believe that with common effort and shared sacrifice, a brighter future is just around the bend. And we embrace our obligation to do something meaningful, something lasting, with the precious time we've been allotted on this earth. I hope you feel as joyful and blessed as I do this weekend. And I hope that among our many blessings, we pause and give thanks for the chance to live in a country where everyone has the right to worship and pray and love as they choose.
I really don't care if you love, loathe, worship, or hate the president. For the sake of this discussion, it's neither important nor relevant. President Obama this past weekend did what every president of the United States does at this time of year: deliver a message of hope and faith to people at one of the holiest points of every calendar season, the celebration of Passover and Easter. His message was one properly filled with hope, faith, and love for fellow man. And again, I don't care how you try to read into what was said and seek to find some sinister intent. None was there. It was exactly what needed to be verbalized at yet another difficult time in our nation's history. However, it's what he said that was completely relevant and poignant that I find was missed and worthy of a closer examination.
I hope you feel as joyful and blessed as I do this weekend. And I hope that among our many blessings, we pause and give thanks for the chance to live in a country where everyone has the right to worship and pray and love as they choose.
Here, let me put those words up on the screen for everyone to read and ensure there's no question as to exactly what was said. I hope you feel as joyful and blessed as I do this weekend, and I hope that among our many blessings, we pause and give thanks for the chance to live in a country where everyone has the right to worship and pray and love as they choose. Where everyone has the right to worship and pray and love as they choose. To worship as they choose, not how the government chooses, certainly not how someone else chooses, and certainly not as a knee-jerk media makes the choice for them as they choose.
If a gay couple was to come in, like say they wanted us to provide them pizzas for a wedding, we would have to say no.
Crystal O'Connor and her family are standing firm in their beliefs tonight. They've owned Memories Pizza and Ice Cream in Walkerton for almost 10 years, a small-town business.
It's a cute little town, Walker, Kentucky.
With the small-town ideals.
We're a Christian establishment.
They pride themselves in owning a business that reflects their religious beliefs.
We're not discriminating against anyone. It's just that's our belief. And everybody has the right to believe anything.
So when Governor Pence signed the Religious Freedom Restoration Act into law, the family was not disappointed.
We definitely agree with the bill.
I asked her about the negative backlash it's been getting for being a discriminatory legislation. Her response:
I do not think it is targeting gays. Person. I don't think it's a discrimination.
She believes it's a way to protect businesses like hers.
Oh, it's supposed to help people that have a religious belief.
Funny how a little pizza shop in a small Indiana town with no more than 2,200 permanent residents, where the 1934 winner of the Nobel Prize in Chemistry was born, should become a ground zero of sorts in the current discourse over people being able to live as they choose. Crystal O'Connor sure doesn't look like a radical, doesn't seem to radiate hate from every pore, and at no time in her response, no time prior, no time since, did she ever say anything about barring a gay couple from her business and refusing to serve them. She stated that it was her choice to not cater an outside event for those she knew to be living an alternative lifestyle, one her religious beliefs fall counter to. Again, a choice she made, a choice in how to worship and pray, a choice she has every right to make, profess, and stand by. No matter if you or I agree with it or find it wrong, it remains a choice she has made. If we are to be a United States, we must permit her that right, that choice, without fear of having a business shuttered by the small-minded and those seeking violence. Whether you agree with her or not, it is her choice, one that must be respected, not necessarily agreed with, but respected, because in the end, she hurts only herself if she's wrong. And those who disagree should stand by their choice and realize choices are personal, and in this country must be respected by both sides of this issue without question. That is my opinion. That is telling it like it is. Rock on, true believers. Thanks so much for joining us. We're back at it again on Wednesday, right here on the only show that questions everything. This is MidPoint.